Hello, dear ones. Welcome to Touched by the Lord, a program that will build your faith, hope, and trust in the Lord. We are grateful to God for all that He does for us on Touched by the Lord. Like I always say, if you sleep and wake up in the morning, it's just by God's grace. It's a privilege to be alive. Many people die even during their sleep. But if you're alive and watching us, it's just by God's grace. So don't forget to always give Him thanks. Every morning, every day. God bless you for watching us. Every week and what the Lord does. This week, we are so blessed and privileged to have our precious mom in the house. This is a special episode because I'm going to chit-chat with her. But if you want to share your testimony on Touched by the Lord, please do so with a brief summary of your testimonies to the handles you see on the screen, and we'll definitely get back to you and give you the opportunity to share live on set. Please take our numbers and call us. If you are going through any challenge, please call us and we'll help you with counseling and prayers. And the Lord will see us through. Please share our videos to friends, family, and loved ones. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TBL TV. Like, comment, and share. You will never be the same. Sit back and enjoy this episode because you are going to be blessed. I want to say God bless Red Cotton for my beautiful costume. Today, we are privileged to have Mrs. Veronica Bekoe, the inventor of Veronica buckets, in the house to bless us. She worked with Ghana Health Services and Public Health and Reference Laboratory and also National AIDS Control Program. She's so blessed. She's so beautiful as well. But I want to share a brief summary of how she's in our studios today. Her lovely son has been a friend for over 13 years. He's an aquarium specialist, and he has serviced our aquarium for so many years with such professionalism, and he's a friend to our family. So we chat, we do everything, only for me to get to know that the woman that everybody has been hearing of in this nation, the inventor of Veronica bucket, is his mother. When I got to know, I said, wow, Sil, can you please connect me to mommy to be a blessing to our program? And by the grace of God, in the studio today, we have Mrs. Veronica Bekoe.
Veronica Ayele Bekoe.
Veronica Ayele Bekoe. Mommy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You can see the excitement.
I can see that. I can feel it. And I'm happy to be here.
Thank God for your life.
Amen.
We thank God for all that you have done for this nation. I would want you to share something brief about your life.
All right. I have had a very interesting upbringing. I was born and bred at Swalaba, a suburb of Accra. Swalaba.
Swalaba.
Yes, it's between the main post office and the Methodist Cathedral.
Oh, Accra.
That area there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was where I was born and bred.
Wow.
And I lived in a family house, my mother's family house, with 4 other siblings.
Wow.
So I grew up in a family house.
Yeah.
My mother with her aunties and cousins and sisters, we all lived together. And even when I look back, I look at the house now, I wonder how we managed. All of us managed to live there. But it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't regret living in that environment.
Yeah.
Because right from the word go, you were taught how to respect, discipline, humility, all together. Because every time there's somebody watching your back.
That's true.
Whether your mother is around or not, you are okay. Anybody can give you food. Anybody can give you a bath. Anybody can wash your clothes.
Anybody can give you food.
Oh, yes. Wow. The sisters and cousins in the house.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, there's always somebody watching you.
Yeah.
You don't go astray.
That's true.
You know what is wrong and what... You know, in our house, if you misbehave, you are disciplined. And it doesn't have to be your mother.
Wow.
Anybody around, when you do what you do, you'll be disciplined.
So I see where the discipline is coming from.
Yes.
For Cecil.
Oh, yes. So it's coming from very far.
Yeah.
And I'll say that was where I went to my elementary school, from primary to middle school. And my school was it was then the government girls school.
Oh, so you went to a government school?
Yeah, government girls school, yes. Wow. The school now adjacent to the law school.
Oh, okay.
It's now become a big problem for us. I don't know whether you saw on the telly. That's, you know, there's squatters.
Yeah, there are squatters in there.
The people who sell at Makola, that's where they park their belongings.
Yes.
Cars park in the yard.
So that's where you went to school?
Oh, yes. That is my school. You know, I felt so sad when I saw what was happening there. Wow. So I went to school from primary to middle school till I went to Aburi for secondary school. Okay. While in the middle school, my mother and the sisters and cousins, a lot of them were traders. Okay. Most of them were in Makola, but you know, the younger ones were working in the civil service. Okay. But my mother was selling confectionery, like both fruits, pancakes, sweet bar, and so on and so forth, outside our house. Okay. And we helped her to do whatever she had to do. Wow. We were even taking some of the wares to the beach side.
To go and sell?
Oh, yes.
After school?
After school.
Wow.
And when we came back from school, we have to relieve her so that she will go to the house and prepare some food. So maybe sometimes we even did our homework.
There?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So it was time, when she finishes, then she will come over.
Then you go.
And we'll go to the house to do whatever we had to do. So the upbringing started from there. Yeah. And I left in 1957 for Aburi Girls Secondary School.
1957?
Aburi Girls Secondary School. That was where I had my secondary education. Wow. From Form 1 to 6th Form. Wow. Yes, I had some health challenges. Okay. So I had to work for a while and then went to the University of Science and Technology. Wow. To read biological sciences. Wow. So this is a brief of my upbringing and my education.
That's awesome, Mommy. Coming back to when you were going to the primary school, you come back to help Mommy sell.
Yes, even before we leave for school. Okay. We had to make sure the place where she was going to sit, we had to go and sweep the place, tidy up, take her things, utensils and things that she would use, pack them for her, so that she would just walk in and sit down and do whatever she had to
Before you go to school?
Before we go to school.
And you're not late for school?
No.
Wow.
So it means we have to get up early.
Wow.
And, we did that. We had to do it, and so we did it.
And so when you come and your homework and everything is done, you go back home. Were you able to wake up to do your chores before you go to school?
Yes,
because you know nowadays things have really changed.
They wake up there's up, whether you like it or not.
Whether you have slept for 2 hours.
Oh yes. So we sleep on time and then they wake us up on time to do what we have to do, have a bath and go to school. And we were never late to school.
Wow.
No.
Mommy, I wanted to ask you, why has things changed now?
I think we have all relaxed a bit.
Okay.
From the parents to the children. We take a whole lot of things for granted. And now, you know, most of the children are taken to school by car.
Yes, please.
We had to walk barefoot, no shoes.
The biologists walk to school barefoot.
Oh, I wasn't a biologist then. It was just simple me.
Yes.
So barefoot, barefoot. I remember my first Achimota sandals, shoes, Achimota sandals, was when I was going to secondary school. Seriously.
God is good.
Yes. So
wow.
That was my childhood.
But nobody complained? You dare not?
That was what pertained. That was what we knew.
Okay.
So why should you complain?
Okay.
Maybe the few people from the rich families, I don't remember. Maybe they wore shoes to school. I don't remember, honestly.
Okay.
And one thing I liked about that school was that it was a mixture.
Yeah.
You know, that area had a lot of Muslims.
Yeah.
A lot of Kwawus because of the trading, Makola.
Yes.
And so it was a mixture. Not only Gans went to that place. Okay. But we worked together. We loved each other.
Together.
And we did the language Gan.
So all the people?
No matter where you are coming from.
Wow.
So now, but now it has become a problem.
Yeah.
It looks like the Gan language is vanishing from the system.
It's true.
But it's sad, and we need to revive it.
We
They
have
all
to.
Had to.
We really need to, especially the discipline side.
Yeah. So this is me.
When you were growing up, did you know that you were going to do
science? Oh yes. Science. In the secondary school, our time, I don't know about now, you'd all do, the whole class will do all the subjects.
Yes, so
Form 4.
True.
Then Form 4, you either do science or arts. So in Form 4, I chose science. Okay. And I knew that I was going to follow it through to university. So before I went to University of Science, I knew I had started the science, serious science studies.
It means you are very brilliant.
No, not really, but I was able to pass by.
Hard.
Yes. I worked, I took my lessons seriously.
Yes.
So I was able to make it.
So, Mommy, before we go ahead, can you tell the young ones coming what they have to do so that their dreams
come true,
will be a reality?
What I can say is they are blessed. Okay. Because the opportunities they have now, we didn't have. Yeah. They have all sorts of avenues to support them. And I'm happy to say that it looks like now a lot more people are taking science seriously, especially the girls. So that is something I'm happy about. Okay. I just want to encourage them to pursue it. Okay. Formerly it was like science and technology was a boys' thing. No, it has changed. Yeah. It has changed. True. So I appreciate what they are doing. Okay. And I want to encourage them to persevere, to do more.
Thank you, Mommy. Please, after you finish with school, investing, was it difficult for you to have a job?
No, it wasn't difficult. Okay. Because at that time, like you suspect, there weren't many science students. Okay. And it was more or less automatic that the Ghana Health Service employed science students for the paramedicals, like the labs. Yeah. So I was employed by the Ghana Health Service, and I was sent to the Public Health and Reference Laboratory at Kolibu, which is a laboratory that deals with public health diseases, like the Ebolas, the HIVs, the COVID that we have now, yellow fever, TB, and so on and so forth. Okay. So it wasn't difficult for me to get a job. Wow. Yes.
So those times in the laboratories, what were the illnesses and the sicknesses that you were encountering? Because in the laboratory they bring... Even those times?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of TB.
Oh, okay, TB.
Then a lot of cholera.
Cholera, okay.
Cholera at
because
that time.
Of the...
Yeah, a lot of TB, cholera. And then what we call enteric diseases, the diarrhea, other diarrheas.
Oh, okay.
People eat things and then they get diarrhea, that kind of thing. Okay. And STDs.
Okay, STDs were those times?
Oh, yeah, gonorrhea and the syphilis and the rest.
So it has been there all these years?
Oh, yes. Yes. So that was those were the sort of things we were dealing with. Okay. Until HIV came in 1986. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then we had to do deal with that too.
Okay, mommy, please, as a lady biologist, did you have any difficulties working with the male dominator?
Seriously, no.
Okay.
No, I always say that I count myself lucky because I didn't have any opposition or any trouble from the boys, I would say then. You know, we worked very well together. And I don't think I had, till I retired, no problem from the men at all.
Wow, you are blessed.
Yes, I am.
Viewers, I hope you are enjoying our interview. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You've been listening to the interview with Mrs. Veronica Ayele Bekoe. I hope you have enjoyed. Please share your testimonies on Touched by the Lord by sending a brief summary to the lines you see. Please call us on the phone. The handles are there for you to send a brief summary of your testimony, or call us on the phone lines, and we'll be able to put together your testimonies and give you the opportunity to share live on set. Please share our videos. Whilst watching, please do watch parties. Please use your data profitably, because this is so profitable, and the Lord will bless you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TBL TV. Comment, like, and share. I would like to say thank you to Red Cotton for my beautiful costume. Back to Auntie Ayele.
Yes, you got it right.
I am so excited when I heard that you are a biologist, because even as at now, it's not so easy to be a biologist. And you are a great mother, because myself and Cecil, we talk a lot. How did you combine taking care of your children and this difficult lab work?
Yeah. It was all by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it wasn't easy. Because when I was working, my life was very hectic.
True.
I traveled a lot to the regions.
Wow.
I wasn't only based in Accra.
You were not only at Kolebu?
No. From Accra to Tumu.
Tumu?
Oh, everywhere in Ghana. Most places in Ghana where we have laboratories, I've been there.
Wow.
And I was lucky that I was working at Kolebu.
Yeah.
And my parents then had moved from Swalaba to Mamprobi.
Okay.
So if you know...
Very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
So my mother and my siblings were very, very helpful.
Wow.
In the mornings, since I remember when from 3 months, I had to come and leave them there.
3 months?
Oh, yes. Because after 3 months...
You are supposed to go back to work.
Then go to work and come back for them when I closed.
Wow.
So all my children, I had tremendous support from my mother and my siblings. Because of the proximity.
Yeah.
And when they grew up, as they were also very supportive with the help of my husband. Yeah. Because like I said, my life was very hectic, honestly. Yeah, I don't know how I managed. It was all by the grace of God. Because
I know those times there were not much of your kind.
Yes. And I traveled a lot, both inside Ghana and outside. But again, I'm sure it was by the grace of God. I managed to combine the two. Yeah. Because there was no way I would neglect my family and pursue my career, or vice versa. Wow. But again, by the grace of God, I managed to do both.
So how did you get your children to be that disciplined? Because I know Cecil and the way he is. And he tells me that all of them.
It's coming from very far. Look, I've told you my background.
Yes, you have.
So... And we're in the family house, where we had
anybody can discipline you.
Strict supervision from everybody. Then I've just told you that when they were growing up, I was leaving them with my mother.
Okay, so the same person.
So it continued.
Yeah, the tradition goes on.
Yes, it continued.
Wow.
Yes, sometimes weekends, sometimes weekends I had to go to work. I would take them to Mamprobi to be there. So there was continuity.
Yeah, it's true.
That is how you see them the way they are, because they got from me and my mother and my siblings, and I got it from my background.
Yeah. So I can say that you were so blessed.
Yes, I am very much blessed.
Can you see that part of the discipline is because you were also a Christian?
Oh, sure. From infancy, I was born and baptized Anglican. Okay. And but my mother's side, they were Methodists. Okay. Because we were staying with them, we tend to go to the Methodist church. But when I went to a Presbyterian school, Aburi. Okay, yeah. So when I'm in school, it's Presbyterian. Yeah. But when I finished school finally, and I got married. I got married soon after I finished the university. Wow. And we were then living at Nima. So I had to go to church. So I chose Rich Church. Oh, okay. And being Anglican, I should have gone to the early morning one, the 6:37. Yeah. But I wanted to go with the children. Yes. So I opted for the 10 o'clock, which is interdenominational. Yeah. So we started going to Rich Church. So I've been going to Rich Church for over 40 years. Wow. Yes. Currently, I'm a size person, a lay reader. Oh, wow. Yes. I know, the value of Christianity. Thank God for your life. And the value of having faith in the Lord. In the Lord. Thank God. So that is what keeps me. Because I've had a few challenges in my life. Yeah. But for God, I wouldn't be sitting here. Yes, true. Yes. Because even as a mother of all these children and your hectic duties, yes, it will only take God for them to come out like this. Yes, thank you. And so we thank God for your life and what He has done in your life. Yes. With this, before we go on to the next, I want you to advise parents. Now things have really changed. Mothers who have difficult schedules, leaving their children that early in crèches and all that. Do you think it's a good thing? Well, it's difficult. I concede. Yeah. And maybe people are not as lucky as I was with my mother so nearby to take care of my children. And they have no option but to take their children to creche. I really, feel for them. But what I can say, whatever the situation is, they need to make time for their children. For the children. You can't spend 90% of your life pursuing your career. True. You have to make time for the family. True. You have to. So somehow they have to make it. Okay. You see, I don't believe in neglecting your family life to pursue your goal. If you are not careful, you'll be working in vain. True. By the time you get up there in your career, your children will be down on the floor. So please, bringing you problems. I know things have changed and the situation, it's difficult for a lot of people, but we have to manage somehow. Thank you so much, Mommy. Back to your career. When you were going from place to place, where all your laboratories were you having challenges with what you were doing then? Now things have improved. In all the laboratories. Oh, of course, we were having challenges. Like we didn't have enough staff to start with. Yeah. So, maybe one person doing so much. And once the person gets tired, the outputs will not be good. Yeah. Some of the staff too have been at their post for so long. And, they are old.
Yeah.
But there's no replacement.
Yeah.
I remember in my, in late 20s,
yeah.
I had to teach some of them human biology. And it was very difficult for me because, the mentality was quite different.
Yes.
But somehow, we managed to get through with whatever we had to do. And the resources too.
We're not there.
Now still,
Yeah.
but things have improved.
Yeah.
And people were having a lot of challenges at the workplace. And, you teach somebody something today, you go there tomorrow, the person you taught, whatever, would
not
be
remember.
there.
Will not be there.
Why? And maybe it's been taken to another place.
Oh, okay.
And the person you taught, hoping that he would teach somebody else before good. So it looks like every time you are going back and forth. And it was a bit difficult in some situations.
Well done for a good job done. We're coming to how you came about the Veronica bucket. That has saved everybody in Ghana and beyond. I learned people outside Ghana use it.
Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Southern Africa. Even I remember sending some to Portugal once.
Portugal?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, some people came for a project with the Ghana Health Services and they ordered for some. So we sent them over.
That is a major thing. How you came about is...
Yes, it was in 1993, early 1993. The USAID wanted to help Ghana with the public health laboratory structure.
Yeah.
Then we had only one where I was working. So they sent down a consultant to come and see how best the project could be implemented. When she came, she realized that more or less there was nothing in place because there was only one public health laboratory for the whole country. So she felt that she needed to maybe build some more laboratories and then train the people how to manage those laboratories because that was the first time. So I was selected by the head of department to work with the consultants to implement the project.
Wow.
And we had to travel around the country. I know what the system was like, but she didn't know. So she had to go and see herself to help her to plan for the project. So one of the subjects we had to deal with infection prevention and control in the laboratories because of the sort of diseases we deal with, so that the staff will not be infected, the staff will be safe. So she gave me that subject as my assignment, so that when the training started, I will be teaching the staff. So going around in our observation, we realized that in facilities where there was no running water, the taps were not running, the staff were using bowls or buckets of water to wash their hands, which wasn't good enough.
It was not healthy.
It wasn't helping.
In the laboratory?
In the laboratory. It wasn't helping anybody. So it became a problem for us. How we could solve that problem, because it was a problem, major problem for us. So in, brainstorming one evening, it just occurred to me that if it was around that time that these Hausa cocoa containers had come into the system. Formerly, people were selling their porridge and whatever in ordinary containers, either earthenware pots or ordinary aluminum or enamel pans. But then all of a sudden, these what we see now came about. So I told her that, well, if we can fit a tap to one of these containers, we will be able to produce running water for them to use instead of the bowl. So that the bowl that they are using, they will put it under the tap so that the dirty water will go.
Like we do now.
We do now. and then nobody touches the dirty water. You just throw it away, and then it will refill washing. So she thought it was a good idea.
Wow.
So she asked me if I could get somebody to bake one for us. Luckily, we had a family plumber in our area. We were then living at Nema.
Okay.
So I talked to him, and he said, oh, that wasn't an issue because the containers were sold at the market.
Yeah.
So he bought a medium-sized one, attached a tap to it, and I took it to the lady. We put water in it.
And it worked?
And it worked.
Wow.
So she named it Veronica Bucket because I came up with the idea.
Yeah.
An American lady. So that was the advent of Veronica.
That was the genesis of Veronica Bucket. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
That is
By 1993, everything was dormant. It was only known in the health sector.
Oh, okay.
In the facilities where we had done the training or other facilities which had seen them work. Those who didn't have
tap running
also started to use them.
Wow.
Until this COVID in 2020.
Wow, from 1993?
No, cholera time too in the health sector.
Okay,
they were using them a lot.
Okay.
Then the Ebola time.
Okay.
In Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, they started using them.
Also, they were coming from them from Ghana.
I don't know. They were making them themselves. Yes.
Wow.
Until, it became popular in Ghana.
Yeah.
When
COVID started.
The COVID started.
Okay. Wow. That is very innovative. And thank you so much for the thoughts. Because, if you are working with people and you are able to think about their welfare,
oh, sure, that
is a good thing. And Bible also wants us to do that. So thank you so much for all that you have done for Mother Ghana.
It's by the grace of God.
That is by the grace. That is why you are 77 and still you very strong.
Because I don't know how the idea came into
yes.
I mean, I'm sure it was a divine intervention.
It was. It was because even during the cholera time, people were dying.
Yeah.
And if they got this...
Because cholera, it's what you eat or drink.
Yeah.
And some of the food sellers, their hands were infected.
Yes, true, very much.
People, you have to wash your hands and wash it very well.
Thank God for your life. In all that you have blessed us with today, I want you to advise the youth coming. If you have an opportunity to be somewhere, what you have to do to adapt to wherever you are, so that the nation will become a better place.
Yes.
Because look at, since 1993, now Veronica Bucket is everywhere, in churches, everywhere, and people are being saved because of the divine idea God gave you. Please share with us.
I've said it already, and I'll repeat that the opportunities you have now, we were not lucky to have those opportunities. Make the best use of everything that is available to you. Wherever you find yourself, please let your light shine.
Amen.
You are an individual.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody. If you are looking at anybody, you are looking at somebody to emulate something good the person is doing. Not to be jealous of the person. No pull me down business.
That's it.
Make sure you pursue your goal. And I'm sure with God's help, it will be well.
With God's help, it will be well. We have been blessed so much by Auntie Ayele.
Thank you.
My mother.
Thank you.
For all that she's done, we bless God for her life. She's given us a lot of life lessons. Please think on it, pray, and the Lord will help you in whatever you are going through, in raising your kids, and if you're also going to school and you are working. She's given us a lot of life lessons. I want to add just one life lesson to bless everyone out there. Care for humanity will bring your potential out. care for humanity will bring your potential out. You know, we are not in normal times. People are going through so many things. Like Auntie Ayele, she saw that there is a bowl in a whole laboratory and there's water in it and people will be washing their hands. This one will come and wash their hand. Another person will come. And she saw that, no, this is not too good. And because she had a heart to do something, God gave her the divine idea. So care for humanity will bring what is inside of you out so that it will help humanity. And now I took my scripture from Philippians 2, verse 3 to 4. He says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but to each of you to the interest of others. That's what Auntie Ayele did. She was watching everybody washing your hands. I hope you were not washing your hands, or you were washing your hands.
No. You know, that was one thing, and people know me till now.
Yeah.
I prefer to somebody to pour the water
on your hand.
I never condone to that bowl of
so
water.
She was watching.
Even when we travel, I go to a chop bar, I refuse to wash my hands in the bowl. No, that one day. No way.
So you ask them to put the water on your hand?
Yes, I ask somebody to pour for me. I will never wash my hands in the bowl.
So this is another life lesson. Wherever you go, ask somebody to fetch the water. And if there is no running water, fetch the water.
Somebody to fetch it for you. Don't use one hand to fetch the water.
Yes.
Because you won't wash your hands well.
That's it. So you see, coming from the biologist, please care for people. When you find yourself in any institution, care for the people around you so that all the time you will think, well, she said something that I love. She says, don't go and backbite.
No.
You are an individual. Think about what you are doing and do it well. Bible says that anything your hand finds to do, do it as unto the Lord. And when you do that, when I do it, when another person does the same thing, all of us collectively,
yes,
we will get there and we will have a better Ghana.
Amen.
There's one thing you said that I love, that during your time, your mommy is not there, but your auntie, the neighbors and everybody will check up on you. Now you can't do that.
Now you can't. Why?
Because
the parents will be angry.
Yeah, brofu.
Okay.
Watch out, brofu you.
No.
So please, wherever you are, if even you are walking and a little child is crossing the street or walking by themselves, please get, even if you are driving, stop and direct the child to go to a safe place, to walk towards a safe place. We don't care about anything. We just walk and do things anyhow. Please, it is your Ghana and it's my Ghana. Like Auntie Ayele did. Please care for others. Humility will make you lend a helping hand to your neighbor so that we will all together have a better Ghana. Because of Auntie Ayele's love for her colleagues, now we have Veronica Bucket. It's helping you, it's helping me, it's helping all of us here in Ghana and beyond. So please, wherever you find yourself, care for others. And I know if you care for others, the Lord will care for you. I hope you have been so blessed by this episode. Auntie Ayele, you might job
Amen.
When oba jowo ye be. And I pray that the Lord will bless you. And you might God will bless you and give you many more years in health.
Thank you.
God bless you, Mommy.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
God bless you. Viewers, for watching us, God bless you so much. I know you will never be the same watching this episode. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TBL TV. Like, comment, and share. Please like our Facebook page, Abossey. Please share our videos to bless others. Please use your data profitably so that somebody will get a good message to listen to, so that their lives will turn around. And I know as you do that, God will bless you. I would want to bless Red Cotton for always providing my beautiful costume. Today, I would, like I always say, I have the best of crews. God richly bless them for always standing with us and making our guests happy. Every guest that come on our show says that our crew, they are super.
Super.
God bless you. Super crew. Ojana, you are blessed. I know that you have been blessed. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.